morning. So this tutorial is for Katie. I love that I got your gin-soaked comment about wanting to learn a smoky eye, wanting to look glowy, but not too glowy and with minimal product and not over the top and crazy. So I'm just going to do a really nice kind of casual glowy look. I'm also going to incorporate a very laid-back smoky eye. So for those of you who were commenting wanting to know how to do a smoky eye, this is also for you as well. So what I'm going to start with, I've got a clean face. I have cleansed, toned, moisturized, SPF'd, a little bit of lip balm, eye cream, absolutely important. And then I'm just going to start off with a little bit of my Makeup Forever. And I'm actually just going to take just a little bit and kind of where I need it. So using a beauty blender versus using a brush, stippling or dabbing like this is going to still give you lots of coverage. It's just going to keep it really nice and focused and kind of diffuse the product. Whereas if I were to get the brush would really move product around. So I'll take my foundation brush and just gently around the edges of my face, kind of up into the hairline. Now I'm going to go back in with my concealer. On most days I just wear concealer, covering up the bits that I need to cover up. I'm going to take it, wipe off the excess product. I'm using Tarte Shape Tape. So I'll just dab a teeny amount under my eyes. A little bit goes the longest way. And I am using my damp beauty blender to blend it into the foundation that's already there, rather than doing it first and then putting the foundation on top. It's just nice to already have a product there to already blend it into. I've got a delightful little spot right there, so we're just going to cover that bad boy up. Wee one there, and right there. To get those, I'm going to use a concealer brush, and I'm just going to blend out the edges around where I concealed. You're still going to see the texture of it, but at least it's all the same color and it's not a bright red target on the side of my face. A lot of times when we conceal, or when I've seen people conceal, they slap product on and then they blend it all away. So then you're there for 3 days trying to blend away a spot that you actually end up just blending loads of product into your face. For this one, I had a little more product, so I'm just going to go back with my foundation brush and blend. Use my Shape Tape again as an eye base for casual smoky eye. I don't know, that's a look there. Maybe I'll just wear that all day. Shape Tape is a self-setting concealer, which means you don't have to go back in with powder. I'm going to use the Āether Beauty, their Crystal Grid palette. We're going to use this color here, Energy, this kind of coppery reddish tone. A traditional kind of eyeshadow brush here, and I'm going to take just a bit of product. Starting at the roots, create the shape of my eyeshadow. So for me, I always like it to extend out just a tiny bit. So I'm going to just along my lash line really build color in there. We're only going to use one color because it's all about the monochromatic. So the trick to a smoky eye is blend, 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 blend. Blend it. Blend it all. So start out with less, build your shape, and we'll go back in and we'll build up that smoke. So I'm extending the color. I've extended it out here just a bit. And then tracing out my crease. Just like that. So you see, it's super light right now. Really, really light. Barely there. It's not a blatant smoke. We're not vaping here. And I'm taking nice circular motions and blending up and out, up and out. If you wanted to, you could totally carry this underneath here. I'm just using what was left on my brush. I didn't go back in for more product. I'd use just what was on the very end of my brush. And I'm extending that to get a really kind of like almond eye shape. It's pretty. Start on the outside of my eye and then gently kind of work here from the lower lash, kind of trace that up to create, that's where we're going to go with it, if that makes sense. So, picked up a little extra product, so we're just going to put some there, and we'll come back and blend that. If you get too much product on one eye, i.e. this eye, versus this eye, just go back, because we needed to go back to this eye anyways. Blending up and out, and up and out. Use my finger upon occasion to help. So you see right here, I've kind of gone down below that line. We'll just go back with a cotton bud and clean that bad boy up. So blending that out using whatever's left on my brush to look up and then just trace underneath the eye. I only ever go about halfway. I don't like the full smoke. That's just my personal preference. So I'm just going to take a bit of a cotton bud here and trace along the bottom, just brushing away anything that may have fallen out. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my Lancôme Black Coffee eyeliner. It's just a brown liner. And I'm going to take this and trace the inner waterline of my upper lid. Helps really define the lash line without putting any more product on the upper lid. So I've got kind of hooded eyes, so if I put a lot of product on there, it's going to make my eyes look smaller and closer together, and I don't want to do that. I'm then going to take the same pencil and just on the outer corner, again tracing up from that bit there, just to make the tiniest of little flicks. And you can see what that does. It just elongates, makes it pretty. And this will blend right in with my mascara. I'm going to take my eyelash curler and just curl my lashes. A couple little squeezes, move it up. A couple little squeezes, move it up. And that in and of itself, it's like a push-up bra for your eyeballs. I mean, did you know that your eyeballs need a push-up bra? They don't need it, but it's nice to have. A little bit of Arbonne mascara. It's a long story. This is a clean mascara, and probably one of the best clean mascaras I have ever had the pleasure of using. Layer it on there. Get in there. Boom. Just like that. Please, 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 for me, please don't ever curl your lashes and try and pull forward. You'll end up pulling your eyeballs out of, pulling your eyelashes out of your face, and that's not a good look. So one of my favorite tricks for applying mascara is I will hold the brush vertically and kind of windshield wiper it in the base of my roots, and then I'll turn it horizontally and comb it through. So I'm going to do it like this. Really just kind of depositing all that I've wiped the product off the end, otherwise you end up with a big old glob of it. But there is always typically a buildup of product there at the end, and then I'm going to take it and turn it horizontally, just like this. If you ever get mascara either on your eyes, around your face, anything like that, my tip to you, let it sit there. Don't freak out. Don't panic. Just let it chill. Leave it as long as you possibly can until you have to leave your house or wherever it is that you're going. And then just wipe it off with a cotton bud. It'll work a lot better than if you try to like immediately move it and then you've got a big black smear and it just looks like contouring gone wrong. Nobody wants that. I'm going to go back in with a touch of blush. So, Katie, are you paying attention? You want a glowy kind of look? A lot of that's really going to boil down to the products that you use. You don't need a load of products. Right now I'm really, really loving on Charisma Skin Tint from Lush. It's this kind of, sort of like a copper rose kind of shade, and I'm going to use that as my blusher. And it's a cream product, so it's going to blend in really nice with all the layers that came before it. So to do this, I like to smile real big and then I kind of dab it along my cheekbones, and I'm just going to kind of gently move it around, move it around, move it around, tapping. And I like the skin tints because it blends in really lovely, but it also has just the tiniest amount of reflectiveness. So I don't look like a disco ball, but I don't look really cakey, over applied. Because to be fair, to even have on foundation right now, I never wear foundation. I take that back. I very rarely wear foundation. It's typically for events. But today I was just feeling real spotty and I needed it. So hey ho. And I'm going to go back in with another skin tint called Feeling Younger. We always need this, right? Again, from Lush. This one, it's white. It's not going to show up really white. So it's more of like this really iridescent, super luminous. So I'm going to take that Feeling Younger, and I'm going to apply it just here at the top of my cheekbones. And I'm only going to apply it from the outer corner of my eye, kind of up. And I'm not going to go all the way because remember I've got this just super delicious spot there. And I don't want to bring attention to that bad boy. If you find that you get too much product, just dab it on the lid. That way you're not wasting anything. So again, same, other side. We're going to go from the outside and blend it up. You could take that Feeling Younger and apply it in the arch right here. And then kind of bring it around. Maybe to meet. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I like to put some in my Cupid bow. Blend, 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 blend. In the inner corner. And that's typically all I ever do for highlighter. I've already got naturally kind of glowy. It's oily. I've got oily skin. So if I do any more than that, I just feel like it looks a bit too much. And there is a fine line between glowy and just straight up grease ball. I'm going to go back in and brush out my brows with Anastasia's Tinted Brow Gel. And it's just a sweet little brush like this. And I like to brush my eyebrows up. And then as I move down the brow, I kind of brush them out. So you see, I feel like it just kind of brings my whole face together. And I'm not going to do a lip product today because I've already got pretty pigmented lips. I just do lip balm. I love a good lip balm. And I finish it all off with a little bit of Caudalíe's Beauty Elixir. This stuff is just the bee's knees, cat's pajamas, the whole damn bag of crisps. And I just, nice little spritz on top. It feels good. I feel like it really brings the whole makeup together. Another fun trick, if you have any kind of serum, Estee Lauder's Advanced Night Repair is really good for this. You just take a little bit on the palms of your hands and kind of press it over your foundation. It's really going to help give you that nice glowy look without applying a load of product, or if you don't typically wear foundation and you still want your skin to look like skin, that helps kind of melt everything together in a really good way, not like a melt as in it's going to fall off your face. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope you get to utilize these tricks. Please send me pictures. Let me know how this worked for you. If you have any other questions or want to see any other looks, just pop me a message or leave me some love in the comments. I will see you guys later. Bye.